From untouched land to breathtaking luxury estates, how does it all happen? Welcome to this step-by-step guide on transforming land into world-class luxury real estate. Whether you're a seasoned investor or just starting out, this guide will walk you through every critical stage of development. Let's build your dream project. Number 1, market research, identifying high-demand areas with appreciating property values. Before investing in land, a developer must identify locations with strong growth potential. Here's how. Study market trends. Analyze past and current real estate trends using platforms like Zillow, Redfin, or local MLS databases. Look at price appreciation in different neighborhoods over the last 5 to 10 years. And identify areas with high rental yields. If the goal is Identify areas with high rental yields if the goal is income-producing property. Understanding the demand drivers. Job growth. Locations near expanding industries, corporate hubs, or tech parks tend to have strong real estate demand. Infrastructure development. Upcoming transportation projects, new highways, or transit stations can significantly increase property values. Lifestyle factors. Areas with good schools, entertainment, and shopping hubs attract long-term residents and investors. Network with local experts. Real estate agents, developers, and city planners often have first-hand insights into emerging hotspots. Attend a city council meeting or follow urban planning announcements to see where future investments are flowing. Number 2, zoning and regulations. Understanding local laws. Zoning laws dictate what can be built on a piece of land. Understanding these regulations prevents costly mistakes. Check local zoning codes. Visit the local city or county website for zoning maps and regulations. Determine whether the land is zoned for residential, commercial, mixed use, or industrial development. Look for flexibility in variances. Some areas allow zoning variances, enabling developers to apply for exceptions to build different structures. Research if your city has incentives for specific projects, such as affordable housing, which can lead to easier approvals. Work with land use attorneys or planners. So consult with professionals, ensures compliance with local building codes, environmental restrictions, and community guidelines. They can also help navigate bureaucratic red tape for permits and approvals. Environmental and geographical surveys, which assess site risks. Buying land without understanding its physical characteristics can lead to disastrous consequences. Conduct soil tests and geological tests. Hire a geotechnician to evaluate soil composition and stability. Poor soil can increase construction costs due to necessary reinforcements. Check for bedrock depth, which affects excavation and foundation work. Evaluate environmental risks. Flood zones use FEMA's flood map service to check for flood-prone areas. Contamination. If the land was previously used for industrial purposes, conduct environmental assessments to check for pollutants. Natural disasters. Assess risks like earthquakes, landslides, and hurricanes based on historical data. Leverage technology for site assessment. Use GIS, Geographic Information System, mapping tools to analyze terrain, elevation, and water drainage. Drone surveys provide detailed topographical insights. Land acquisition, securing the best deal. Once a location is chosen, acquiring the land at the right price is critical. How do you find available land? Well, you can use online platforms like LoopNet, LandWatch, and Crexy to search for available properties. Off-market deals. Contact landowners directly or work with a real estate agent to find off-market properties. Negotiation strategies that are key in this process. Research recent sales in the area to establish a fair price. Identify motivated sellers, such as distressed property owners, estates, or owners looking to exit quickly. Offer creative financing options such as seller financing to reduce upfront costs. How do you secure financing? Traditional loans from banks require strong credit and a clear business plan. Private lenders, however, or real estate investment groups can provide faster funding with more flexibility, but they also may charge higher interest rates. Government programs or grants may be available for specific types of development, such as affordable housing or green buildings. How do you research market data for success? You want to utilize public records and government databases. Census data reveals population growth, trends, and income levels. This data is updated approximately every 10 years. City development plans indicate future zoning changes or infrastructure projects. Study real estate reports. Organizations like the National Association of Realtors, NAR, and CBRE provide market analytics and forecasts. Monitor local news and city council meetings. You want to monitor these meetings because they discuss upcoming projects that can influence land values. Engage in community insights. Speak with local business owners, residents, and investors to understand an area's long-term potential. By following these steps, young developers can make informed decisions and build successful projects in the right locations. The key is thorough research, strong negotiation, and strategic partnerships to maximize opportunities. Vision and theme. Before construction begins, you must define the overall aesthetic and purpose of your development. Will it be a sleek modern home, a Mediterranean villa, a colonial estate, or a contemporary masterpiece? Your theme will dictate materials, color schemes, structural elements, and even the buyer demographic. Without a clear vision, the project risks inconsistency, poor market appeal, and higher costs from constant changes. Architectural planning. A skilled architect translates your vision into a functional and sustainable design. They optimize space, ensure structural integrity, and incorporate energy-efficient solutions. Without expert planning, you could face issues like poor layout, wasted space, and high energy consumption. Additionally, a lack of professional design could result in expensive modifications during construction, which could cause delays and may cause your budget to overrun. Landscape and amenities. Luxury developments aren't just about the building. They require high-end features that enhance value and appeal. Infinity pools, landscape gardens, and smart home technology add prestige and functionality. Without these enhancements, the property may fail to attract high-end buyers or renters, reducing its profitability and long-term desirability. Permits and approvals. Early development requires legal clearance, including zoning approvals, environmental impact assessments, and building permits. Failure to obtain these approvals can lead to costly fines, project shutdowns, or even demolition orders. Overlooking this step can make your entire investment worthless. Skipping any of these 4 steps can lead to a disjointed design, inefficient construction, legal troubles, and even an undervalued property. Proper planning ensures a seamless, profitable, and legally compliant development. Financing luxury development. How do you make it possible? Building high-end properties requires substantial funding, but with the right financial strategy, developers can turn vision into reality without draining their own capital. Understanding loan options, managing costs effectively, and ensuring a strong return on investment (ROI) are key to success. So what loans are used for major property developments? Well, to start off, we have acquisition and development, or better known as A&D loans, which are used to purchase land and cover initial development costs such as grading, roads, and infrastructure. These loans are critical for transferring raw land into ready-build sites. Construction loans. These loans are short-term, high-interest loans that provide funding in stages as the project progresses. Lenders release funds based on construction milestones, ensuring capital is only used as needed. Bridge loans. Temporary financing used to cover immediate expenses while waiting for a long-term funding on sales revenue. Ideal for developers who need liquidity between project phases. Commercial real estate loans, or CRE loans. Long-term loans ideal for mixed-use or large-scale residential developments. They typically have lower interest rates, but require extensive financial documentation and a strong credit profile. Joint venture financing. Partnerships where investors or institutions provide funding in exchange for a share of the profits. This reduces the developer's financial burden and risk. How do you account for costs through a reliable network? Successful developers build strong relationships with suppliers, contractors, and financial advisors to control expenses. A well-established network offers bulk purchasing power, discounts on materials when ordering in high volume, preferred vendor agreements, locking in lower prices and priority service from trusted suppliers, reliable contractors, working with experienced professionals who stay on budget and schedule, financial analysis and market experts, ensuring cost estimates align with market conditions and prevent overspending. Through strategic partnerships, developers can anticipate expenses, minimize unexpected costs, and maximize efficiency. A lot of you may be wondering, what should the typical ROI be, or return on investment? ROI is the ultimate measure of a project's success. The goal is to achieve a minimum of 15 to 20% on ROI on luxury developments, with high-end projects and prime locations often exceeding 30%. Key factors that influence ROI include market demand. High-end buyers expect premium amenities and prime locations, which justify higher sales price. Cost efficiency. Keeping construction and operational costs within a budget directly impacts profitability. Sales strategy. Pre-selling units, leveraging high-end marketing, and offering exclusive incentives can maximize returns. Appreciation and long-term value. Luxury properties often appreciate faster, increasing long-term gains beyond initial sales profits. By securing the right financing, managing costs through trusted networks, and targeting a strong ROI, developers can turn luxury projects into highly profitable investments. Bringing blueprints to life, the construction process. Turning a vision into a physical structure is where the true craftsmanship of luxury development begins. From raw land to a finished masterpiece, each phase requires precise execution, expert craftsmanship, and strict quality control. So how do you prepare a site and lay the groundwork? Before construction starts, the land must be prepared to ensure stability and proper drainage. This phase includes clearing and grading, removing trees, rocks, and other debris to create a level surface, excavation, digging for basements, underground utilities, or structural supports, soil testing, ensuring the ground can support the structure and making adjustments if necessary, foundation work, pouring concrete, slabs, or deep pile foundations depending on the soil and design. The average cost of this could range from a mere $5,000 to upwards of $50,000, depending on land size and the condition. Now, how much time is required for this? Typically 2 to 4 weeks, but longer if major grading or reinforcement is needed. Infrastructure development, essential systems. A luxury home isn't just about aesthetics. It requires a seamless network of utilities and access roads. This phase includes road and driveway installation, paving pathways, ensuring proper drainage, and adding high-end finishes like cobblestone or stamped concrete. Water and sewage systems, connecting to city lines or installing wells and septic tanks in remote areas. Electrical and gas setup. You have to bring in power lines, gas lines, and setting up main distribution panels could take weeks of preparation. Smart home infrastructure, laying down fiber optics, security wiring, and automation systems for modern convenience. How much does this cost? This could cost $50,000 and upwards of $500,000, depending on location and the complexity. Once more, the time required could range from 1 to 3 months depending on permit approvals and utility provider timelines. Building construction, bringing structures to life. This is the core phase where the property begins to take shape. Key steps include framing. Constructing the skeleton of the building using steel, wood, or concrete. Roofing. Installing high-end materials such as clay tiles, slate, or metal roofing. Exterior and interior walls, applying installation, drywall, and luxury finishes. And luxury installations, adding custom features like marble flooring, high-end cabinetry, and premium fixtures. A lot of times this could cost from $150 to $400 per square foot, with high-end luxury builds reaching north of $1,000 per square foot. Quality control and inspections, ensuring perfection. Every detail must be flawless before finalizing the project. This step ensures structural inspections. Engineers assess load-bearing walls and foundations. Code compliance checks, ensuring the project meets local zoning and safety laws. Luxury finishing touches, checking craftsmanship on high-end details like custom millwork and imported materials. Final walkthrough and adjustments, addressing any last-minute fixes before handing the property over. How do you find local contractors while managing costs? Hiring skilled contractors is crucial for high-quality build. Reliable professionals can be found through local builder associations, including National Association of Home Builders, referrals from architects and developers, online directories, or even just luxury home builder portfolios. Pro tip, always get multiple bids, check reviews, and inspect past projects before hiring a contractor. Total timeline and budget overview. Total time could range from 9 to 24 months for a luxury property, ranging from $500,000 to north of $10 million, depending on the location, scale, and the luxury level. By following this meticulous process, Envision transforms into a high-end, fully functional luxury estate ready for sale or personal enjoyment. Selling luxury real estate, the best marketing strategies. So luxury real estate isn't just sold, it's curated as an experience. High net worth buyers expect exclusivity, flawless presentation, and personalized service. To attract the right clientele, a combination of high-end marketing techniques is necessary. Below is a breakdown of each strategy, including their pros, cons, and the most effective approach for 2025 and beyond. Number 1. Professional staging and photography, creating a visual masterpiece. First impressions are everything in luxury real estate. High-end buyers expect perfection, and professional staging ensures that property looks flawless in both photos and in-person showings. What this involves? Interior designers stage the home to highlight its best features. Luxury photographers capture high-resolution images. Drone footage and cinematic video showcases the property's scale and location. 3D virtual tours allow buyers to explore remotely. What are the pros of this? Well, it creates an emotional connection with buyers. It increases perceived value, allowing for premium pricing, and high-quality visual perform better on digital platforms. What are the cons? This could be very expensive. Staging alone can cost $5,000 to $50,000. If it's done poorly, it can make the home feel artificial or unappealing to some buyers. Digital marketing and social media, targeting the right audience. Luxury buyers are increasingly discovering properties through digital channels. A strategic online presence is no longer optional, it's a necessity. What this involves? Social media advertising through Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok, targeting high-income demographics. Influencer collaborations, partnering with luxury lifestyle influencers for property exposure. SEO and Google Ads, ensuring listings appear in a high net worth searches. Email marketing, personalized outreach to potential buyers and investors. Virtual reality tours, high-end buyers can explore properties remotely in an immersive way. Pros include cost-effective compared to traditional advertising, reaches international buyers who may not be able to attend open houses, and creates targeted exposure, ensuring properties are seen by the right audience. Some cons includes requires constant content creation and ad spending. Overexposure on social media can reduce exclusivity. Exclusive open houses and VIP events, selling the lifestyle. Luxury buyers don't just buy homes, they buy an experience. Exclusive events turn open houses into high-profile affairs that attract serious buyers. This involves invitation-only open houses hosted for elite buyers, brokers, and investors. Luxury brand partnerships featuring high-end brands including Rolls-Royce or Gucci or any other high-end brand. Private dinners and champagne tastings, creating an intimate and upscale setting. Live entertainment, hiring musicians, artists, or chefs to craft an unforgettable experience. Pros builds exclusivity, making the property feel more desirable, attracts buyers who make emotional purchases based on experience, and this increases networking opportunities among brokers and potential investors. Cons include very expensive. Some of these events cost from $10,000 to north of $100,000. Results aren't guaranteed. High attendance doesn't always lead to a sale. High-end broker partnerships, tapping into elite networks. Luxury real estate specialists have access to private buyers who never browse public listings. Working with top brokers ensures properties are marketed discreetly and directly to the right clientele. This involves listing with agents from top agencies such as Integrity Real Estate, the agency, or Surhant Properties. Offering brokers high commission for quick, high-value sales. Utilizing private listing networks, PLNs, for off-market sales. The pros include direct access to qualified high-net-worth buyers, reducing the need for public advertising, keeping sales discreet, and faster sales due to stronger broker relationships. Cons include high commission fees, typically 3 to 6% of sale price. Limited exposure if solely relying on broker connections. So as we go into 2025 and beyond, what's the best strategy overall? Well, the best strategy overall is combining digital marketing with exclusive experiences and broker networks. Start with professional staging and high-end photography to create an online presence. Leverage digital marketing, social media, Google Ads, influencer collaborations, and VR tours to reach global luxury buyers. Host exclusive, invitational-only VIP events for ultra-wealthy buyers. Partner with high-end brokers to tap into private buyer networks. In 2025, artificial intelligence will play a major role in targeting ultra-high net worth buyers through personalized digital advertising, predictive analytics, and VR-based estate experiences. Developers and agents who embrace these tools will have a massive advantage. Final verdict. The best luxury real estate marketing strategy isn't just one approach. It's a combination of high-tech digital marketing, exclusive experiences, and elite broker partnerships that create both accessibility and exclusivity. Thanks for watching. See you next time.